Hello everybody, my name is RagingRaptor and I welcome you to a new episode of RaptorTalk. Today with REST in Apache, Object 263, Object 430 and FCM 50t. Those three tanks are, or at least those three tanks are the tanks which I have in the garage, not like the SU-122-54. And those tanks are either getting replaced or put down or simply put out of the game. With lastly being replaced Object 263 and Object 430 with a new tier 10 tank, and the FCM 50t will simply vanish from the premium store, being no more able to being brought. Well then, let's have first a look at the Object 263, and well, yes, I have to join the not hype train, or rather the hate train against wargaming for changing the 263 to a tier 9 tank. It's really a sad day to World of Tanks in my opinion, because the tank was simply unique. It was something for its own. It was one of the first tanks on tier 10 which had not a big gun. It simply had its 130mm gun. That's about it. It had, or used to have, the best tier 10 tank destroyer DPM before the Stritzwagen 103B and the Mighty Badger were introduced into the game. Before that, it legit had the best DPM with 9 seconds reload time for 550 alpha damage. And yeah, the big problems with those tanks are, and this what wargaming said is the big problem, that many people use it as a sniper TD. But yeah, one of those problems is they wanted to make it a tank like the 268 version 5, which is an attack TD, a tank TD which is aggressive and can play aggressive. But well, if you give a tank a really darn long aim time with quite an accurate gun, which still doesn't like to hit stuff because the shell velocity is so slow, plus giving it something like a super bad gun arc plus only minus 4 degrees gun depression, that's what happens. You can't really play aggressive, as sure, you are fast or decently mobile, but you're not too fast. You have horrible gun depression and horrible gun arcs, meaning that as soon as you get little bit surrounded, you are already done for it. Add to that several weak spots like a huge engine deck, a weak lower plate, and well, the fact that everybody can simply spam heat at your upper front plate, or rather your superstructure, and there you have it, the problem with this TD. You can't really side scrape as your sides are only 80mm thick. You can't really side scrape at all because, let's be honest, your gun arcs are so bad. But yeah, in the end, I really don't like that wargaming is removing this tank from tier 10. It's not giving us the option to grind it as well from the SU-122-54. And yes, destroying basically one of the most unique tier 10 tanks and TDs in the game, which again is a huge pity. They should have just gave it some buffs in the matter of better gun traverse angles, probably 1 degree more gun depression, and faster aiming gun. That would have made this tank much more better and much more fun to play. But yeah, let's introduce a new tank and piss off most of your players. Good job, wargaming. But now let's move to the next vehicle, being the Object 430, which, oh boy, honestly, I couldn't give less poops about this tank. I just watched it and I had, after this game, 17 battles on this tank, and I have this tank for quite some while already. And I have to say, I simply didn't like that tank. Its accuracy on the move was simply so darn unreliable and simply didn't felt like the T62A as it pros was its amazing turret. The Object 430's pros was its 6 degrees of gun depression, and the 907 is simply strong. Very strong. But now wargaming simply introduces a 1-to-1 couple, which is simply better in every single way except for DPM, I think. But that's about it. So yeah, the 430U is an incredible strong vehicle on tier 10, and well, I'm looking forward to play this tank, as it will be a fucking blast to play. But yeah, I think that it is overbuffed or simply OP, so let's hope that they're going to nerf it, I think. But the 430 on tier 9 is actually a really impressive tank. I had a lot of fun playing it on the test server. Yeah, I actually think that I might get myself another crew for this tank just to have fun with it. Introducing this tank as a tier 9 is probably even, again, a little mistake because, as already pointed out, it is really strong. The 390 alpha gun is impressively strong. The armor is for a tier 9, for tier 10 tank, okay, for a tier 9 tank it will be, as with the Object 263, maybe even broken. So I'm expecting there to be some, what's it called, some nerfs, but oh well, it could also be that Wargame decides to leave this and make tier 9 or the tier 9 battles also gold spamming galore, but who knows. The 430, in my opinion, was just known for its impressive and incredible DPM. In before the 907 was released, and yeah, it was never clan was relevant, the tank. It simply was never, because what it had bad, had a good DPM, yeah, that was it, but it had bad turret armor, it had bad accuracy on the move, it had bad accuracy in general, just camouflage and DPM to simply outplay everything. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the 430U, but yes, it feels really strong already and makes the 121 obsolete in my opinion. Also making the 113 obsolete, let's be honest here. So yeah, let's move to the last tank of the game or the video, which is the FCM 50t, which is, well, yeah, one vehicle which I also didn't really play it that often. Special vehicle, it is a heavy tank, which is not a heavy tank in general. It is fun to play if you're top tier, but the 357 or the 510 system with special matchmaking is more than often screwing you over, which makes it rather hard sometimes to perform well in this vehicle. Because, let's be honest, your gun, 212mm of AP penetration with mediocre accuracy 0.34 used to be great, but things like Scorpion G and Stridswagen S1 were introduced into the game, Patriot, Amex M for Liberty, and well, you having now a mediocre gun with good DPM, don't get me wrong, not as good as the one of the Patriot, and decent armor for being that fast and being that good of a rammer. But yeah, that's about it. The gun trolls you more than often, which can be super frustrating to work with. And yeah, I didn't really enjoy playing it that often. I'm probably going to try and free market. In the end, I have free marked the Mauerbrecher, which is it's like, what the hell was that vehicle? Oh my god. But yeah, I don't know, if you really want that tank, go for it and buy it. It is not a really good crew trainer either. It could be or could go to be once again a good moneymaker if Wargaming is getting their stuff together and make special matchmaking vehicles once again good. Make special matchmaking vehicles great again, I would say. Or NA would say in that sense. Yeah. Otherwise, there are worse vehicles on tier 8 with special matchmaking, and don't get me wrong, like the IS-6, like the KV-5, they're all horrible vehicles. I hear sometimes people saying that the Jack Tiger 88 is a horrible vehicle, but hey, don't forget, that's still a Jack Tiger hull on tier 8 with one of the best DPMs in the game. Even though the gun can troll you, especially against OHO and Type 4 Heavy, where you can legit do nothing at all frontally, because herpaderp, we don't have weak spots. But otherwise, if you are playing hull down and the enemy is, and you even angle a little bit, you can even reliably bounce off premium shells from tier 8 vehicles. Tier 9, forget about that. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know what to say else, and I don't know, I just wanted to say, it's again a Raptor Talk episode. I just wanted to stay my mind a little bit about the things, how they're going and so on and so forth. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you like the changes to the 263, to the 430 and the FCM 50t, or just state your mind in the comment section below. I always want to know what my viewers are thinking, and yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and have fun tomorrow on patch day. Will totally be fun, I guess. Bye bye.